Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope you're all doing well. You're making it fine. You made it through the day. Still, everything you look at, it's Dolly and Tim Curry. And then I see we just lost Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime. The hits just keep coming, don't they? But it's hard. It's hard. Man, tell you what. So anyway, my day has been uneventful. Got the bed changed out. I ran out and did some errands. No luck at the Goodwill. Like I said, I did my pillowcase. And what else did I get? Something else. I can't remember. And so there's that. So, but I knew I was going to go to storage. I went back to storage, so I spent some time there again going through stuff. And so that being the case, I found stuff either I was like, oh yeah, I need that, or what I'm going to sell. So I found, really some CDs, and then some other like DVDs that I plan on selling. Of course, one of the ones I had is an extra copy of Annie, of course, with Mr. Tim Curry right there. So, and then also, apparently, who else remembers Disney's Tower of Terror? With Kristen Dunst and Steve Guttenberg. And I love it. I have, this is an extra copy I have that is sealed. But, wow. I love it. I have the, you can't see it, but I have the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror poster on the wall. I found that framed at the thrift store. I paid like $7 for it. Been a minute, but you just don't find cool stuff like that like you used to. But I did find, let's see, some soundtracks that I had. Basically, when I cleaned out and pushed stuff to storage. So, you know how I love movie soundtracks. So, I did find I have a copy of the Dennis the Menace soundtrack, Jerry Goldsmith. The Firm, the soundtrack to the movie The Firm, by Dave Grusin. So there's that one. And then the original score album, Up Close and Personal. It's the score, but by Thomas Newman. So of course it doesn't have like the Celine Dion song because it's the score album. So. But that's fine. So, but I love a soundtrack. So, so those don't go for much. I'll probably just add those into my collection. Now, these others are ones that I thrifted. They are like, except for, now this one I did thrift. It's new sealed, Bon Jovi's New Jersey. Bon Jovi remasters. So, woohoo! So that will go into the library. So, but the others, this is a stack of like Time Life CDs, and let's see here. And I love those. It's like, hey man, is that Freedom Rock? Yeah, man, we'll turn it up, man. Who else remembers that? Oh wow! But they cover like it's singers and songwriters, the '60s. Singers and songwriters, 1970 to 71. Then you have singers and songwriters, 72, 73. I think I almost got all of them, which is wild. Mid-70s. 74, 75. Late 70s. 78, 79, and then we have 1980 to 81. So I was born in December of 71. Yes, I know I don't look it. And yes, I did shave earlier because it was killing me. Um, I still get late 30s, early 40s. I'm fine with that. It's that Gen X in us. We all look. I think most of us look pretty damn good for our age. Granted, I'll see somebody. I'll be checking somebody out at work and or whatever, and and they end up being younger than me, and I'm maybe by a year or two, and I'm thinking, wow, I know I gotta look better. So it looks like somebody's ridden hard and put up wet. So, but I love compilation CDs. Like on this one, it is the 60s. I mean, you got the usual stuff, Lovin' Spoonful, etc. But then you get into the 70s, 70 and 71. Mr. Bojangles, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Rod Stewart, Carole King, John Denver, James Taylor, Cat Stevens. So. And then like 72, 73, Roberta Flack, Johnny Nash, John McLean, Jim Croce, Carly, Moody Blues, Todd Rundgren. I mean, such a great, basically if you were like to turn on the radio. And I just always love it. You just never know what you're going to get. So, it's been a while since I looked at these. I saw them yesterday and I was like, ooh, I need to come back and get these. Then you have like mid 70s, Seals and Crofts, Fleetwood Mac, Elton John, America, Linda Ronstadt, Lobo, Frankie Valli, Gary Wright, Maria Moldauer, Grateful Dead, Neil Sedaka, B.J. Thomas, Ambrosia, King Harvest, Helen Reddy, The Commotions. So, and they're really, I mean, if you find them, grab them. I mean, you can just pop the CD on and honestly just let it play. 74 to 75, John Denver, the Doobie Brothers, Harry Chapin, Carly, Eric Clapton, America, Linda Ronstadt, Dave Loggins, Joe Cocker, the Hollies, Anne Murray, Melissa Manchester, Carole King. Man. And then the late 70s. I'm curious about that one. Oh, man. Little River Band, Lonesome Loser, Peter Frampton. My dad loved Peter Frampton. Hall & Oates, Rich Girl. 10cc, Rupert Holmes. Escape, the Pina Colada song. Huh. I love that song. It always just blows my mind. He's an author. Like, man, crazy. Leo Sayer, Crystal Gale, Firefall, Afternoon Delight, Rubbing Sticks and Stone to get rid of that. Eric Carmen, Neil Sedaka, Anne Murray, Commodores, New England Dan and John Forcoli. All right, 78 to 79. What we got? Baby Come Back, Player, Doobies, Jerry Rafferty, Baker Street, love it, come on. Dan Fogelberg, Bonnie Tyler, rest in peace. Little River Band, J.D. Souther, Warren Zevon, Werewolves of London, come on. Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing, man. Bob Welch, Linda Ronstadt, Paul Simon, Carly, Nicolette Larson, Fleetwood Mac. And then you have 80 to 81. So let's see what's on this one. Betty Davis Eyes, Kim Carnes, Kenny Loggins, Little River Band, Cool Change, The Dirt Band, Terry Gibbs, Roseanne Cash, Paul Simon, America, You Can Do Magic, ding, ding, ding. Michael McDonald, Ambrosia, Paul Davis, Foreigner, Christopher Cross, Hearts by Marty Balin, Linda Ronstadt, Steve Winwood, Carly, Steve Forbett. So, I mean, it's a good, you know, a good selection. These are the kind of CDs that you just definitely, no skips. You know, you just put it on while you're cleaning or something. So, or I would play on the way to Mother's if, you know, because I have the CD player in the car. And also have this one. I do plan on selling this one. The Teen Years by Time Life. So, like, obviously the 50s, 60s. So, like, on the first one, well, one of them, 16 Candles, the Everly Brothers, Frankie Avalon, so. And I already have a lot of these, like, I'm sure I probably have a lot of those, so. But, and then, like, stuff I've thrifted, honestly, over the years. The first season of 8 Simple Rules with John Ritter. The Wicker Man. So, 2-disc set. You haven't lived until you've got some DVDs on trains. And they sell, apparently. So, this is stuff I'll be listing. Also, something on how to pick the best stocks and strategies. And the 3rd season of Girls. I watched some of the 1st season, and it's just one of those shows where, honestly, you just want to slap every character, I think. Even Kylo Ren. So, the only person I liked out of this entire show was Andrew Reynolds. So, I mean, there's just some shows you watch and you kind of like, and then you're like, jeez. It's kind of like Sex and the City. Sex and the City. Love that show. Carrie is the worst friend. Who made that show? Samantha, Kim Cattrall. It would, and that's why I will die on that hill. So I will. Oh, you'll see this is the Thing shirt. I'm wearing it, the one I got last week. So hold on. Fit check. So pretty cool. When I was at the store earlier, they got me again. There was this cool Scream shirt, Ghostface on it. And I was like, oh, they had one in my size. And I was like, oh man. And I put it back and I was like, nah, I'm being good. Well, that lasted about 1 minute. I went back and got it. So, yeah. They had a Michael Myers shirt. I didn't have it in my size the night he came home. I don't know. It just didn't hit me like the Ghostface shirt did. So, I definitely had to get the Ghostface. The Halloween shirt, I have a couple of Halloweens already. But it just has to be a good-looking shirt. And I wasn't wild about the artwork, you know? So, but hey, that's how it is. So, but I went to the store and got what I needed. It wasn't full-on groceries. It would have been much cheaper had I not gotten the t-shirt, but the t-shirt was $15. They were already starting to put out their Halloween stuff. You know, I have enough Halloween stuff already. Everything now seems to have like an AI creation to it, and it's just disheartening. Not that I don't love looking at Halloween stuff, it's just like, do I need it? No, I think I have enough, you know? So, and if I really, you know, years ago, I could come across some good vintage Halloween at the thrift. I've got a really cool, it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown Department 56 set, I believe. And, I have that one and it's a St. Patrick's Day one. But the Great Pumpkin one's pretty cool. And I think I paid like $10 for it. I should bring it over and just keep it on display. But I'm probably just going to end up selling it anyway. But I have enough Halloween stuff. It has to be something, well, okay. I have enough t-shirts. I honestly rotate out of my, if I had to say, I have 100 t-shirts. And I probably rotate between 6 to 8, probably. Because usually 2 days a week I'm off. And those are the days I wear a graphic tee. It's not like I can wear it every day. So, but I'm that person. Yes, I always need a new shirt with a new design, and I refuse to get rid of another one. Now, these shirts here, like my Pierre Cardin and the such, there are some, like that are to the left in the closet. I don't mind rotating out, either wear them or get rid of them or find something to replace it. I do like this one here. So, and it's cool, funky, and fun, and I always get comments on my shirt. So, between that and my glasses, that's what I'm known for. Didn't see any news today, so there's that. I did see the artwork for the Dead Poets Society Steelbook for late September. Ooh, I hope that changes, because if that's the case, I honestly, I would just be just as happy with the regular 4K artwork. There's just either just put the original movie poster on it or don't be all fancy. It's kind of ugly, but yeah. Ugh. Did not like it when I saw it, and I was like, really? That's what you're going with? Or is it just like a temporary a placeholder artwork? Because for the longest, when they announced Mars Attacks, it was just black with Mars Attacks on it. So it was like, art subject to change. And luckily it changed. But, some like it. I don't care for it. But, like I said, I am very picky about steelbook art. So what will get me to buy one? That's why I think seeing the Practical Magic one in person changed my mind. But at the end of the day, I could change my mind. I could. Who's to say? I might go, do I really want the steelbook, or just go with the regular movie and just call it a day? Trying to be good and responsible sucks. So that's what I got accomplished today. It wasn't much. I did get, I have 15 listings on eBay. I got the rest of those others. I do have these few right here to list, and a few others I need to do tonight, because that way we can gear up. Let's see how the weekend goes. I did turn down 2 offers on 2 of the books last night, this morning. They were from the same place. I feel like they were like, I just had a feeling. One, they offered me half the price. I just listed it. I'm going to say no. In all fairness, the book I have listed for $100, I probably have $2 in it. I've had it a while, so whatever. Hey, yeah, 50 is great. It is. But I see what others have sold for. So, and if it doesn't, I can drop it. So whatever. So I'm going to see about getting these done. I am finishing up washing up the sheets that I swapped the bed out this morning. So getting that done, then I'll do a quick load of clothes. So that's my night. And then I got to decide what to fix for dinner. I have not gotten that far. I decided against going to Publix. I can get the chicken Saturday or even Tuesday. It's not like it's a must. It was just easier to run where I usually go, get what I needed, found that damn shirt. So there's that. But anyway, like I said, I didn't get full on groceries. I just got enough to make do. I went ahead and got my lunches made for the next 2 days. Sophia, a few extra things of food, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's Thursday. So tomorrow back at it. Now tomorrow's video will be later. Since I'm a mid tomorrow, so there's that. So video will be later in the evening. So I will try to get to it as soon as I get home. Get y'all squared away, and that way y'all can look forward to it on your Friday night into the weekend. So that's all I got, gang. Let's meet back here tomorrow. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. It's been a hell of a week. Here's hoping nothing else happens. So I literally, I am just so, it's It's been a week. Let's just leave it at that. So, but we all handle it the best way we can. So all we can do is be there for one another. And I know that's how Dolly would want us to be. So yeah. All right. Let's meet back here tomorrow. We'll see what we get accomplished on Friday. And yeah, I appreciate you all. I really do. So that being the case, I'll see you all tomorrow. Let's meet back here to kick off the weekend, and let's tackle Friday together. All right. I hear the buzzer on the dryer, so I got to go take care of that. So I'll see y'all then. And as I always say, gang, bye y'all.